Hey, what's up? It's Raven. Here we go with another NFL 2K Playmakers video. We have Game Changers for this Sunday. We have Road to Glory that's live. We have some daily challenges that we're trying to complete. And we finally made it through a season play where we didn't lose the Super Bowl. All right, so let's get into it. Let's first start with I'm working on daily challenges. I got 4 hours left. I need to kick 3 field goals. So the only way to do it I was trying to do it through seasons, and it's not really working because I keep scoring touchdowns. So we're trying to run that through red red zone. What's it called? Red zone rush, red zone drive. So we're working on that. We're trying to finish these challenges, and we were at daily streak of 4. Right now we're doing a Ruby season. I know we don't need Ruby cards, but we just finished a diamond season and we picked up is he a defensive player, I think? Where is he? Yeah, here we go. I think it's Justin Simmons, right? Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons. So we just picked up Jeffrey Simmons, our first theme card of the it's been a while actually. I don't think we got any of the rainbow ones. But again, it's just go through your seasons. Even go through the what do you call it seasons? Like seasons of where the lower tier seasons, just to get those cards. They're really they really work in Road to Glory, and they really work in Game Changers. That's really when you need them. We got Road to Glory live right now. We're in only gold 3. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about the event started yesterday, so I got started a little late. But we're moving along. We're gonna try see how far we can get with this. But the reason we are here is for Game Changers. Let's go over the rewards for Thursday night's abysmal. And when I say abysmal, no touchdowns were scored. Cooper Kupp scored 0 points, and we had guys walking off the field, quitting on their team. It was you know, being a Jet fan, I've seen some bad games in my time, but holy crap, this game was awful. So I can't even tell you how many points we got here. All right, so I picked the Rams to beat the Niners. That was correct. 49 points. I said no, which was correct. Diamond Stafford gave me 540. Cooper Kupp 0 because he had no catches. Kyron Williams 828. I said the Rams were going to score first, which was wrong. 4 field goals was yes. Fred Warner 777. That my highest scoring player right there. Travarius Ward 389. 280 passing, no. And I said the Niners were going to punt more, and that was correct. That only gave me little less than 3,000, which, you know what? Not for nothing is pretty average for us on a Thursday game. But, Cooper Kupp scoring 0 points really hurt. Stafford only getting 500 points. I can't imagine Brock Purdy doing that much better, to be honest. All right, so I think we're at milestone 4 now. Not for nothing. After this, a bit like I said, abysmal game, to score 31,000 points is terrible. So I ended up with 2,539. And if we look at the follow list, we got C-Jack in 42nd place, Dell 51st, and Speedy in 426. All right, so let's get into Sunday. Hopefully we do just a little bit better than 3,000 points. Actually, I hope we do a lot better. All right, so we got the Bucks and the Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers at home. Eagles and the Steelers. I'm going to go with the Eagles at home, even though the Steelers are pretty hot right now. Here's the game right here. This should be the Sunday night game. Buffalo and the Detroit Lions. I'm going to go with Buffalo, even though the Lions are at home, and both teams are pretty hot. But Buffalo, I feel like in the last couple weeks have been unstoppable. Seriously. With that being said, do we go with Josh Allen again, or we go with Joe Burrow? I'm going to go with Joe Burrow. just because he's playing the Titans, and the Lions' defense is pretty good. I could stand. I might be stand corrected, so somebody can correct me in the comments. But I'm pretty sure that the Lions are one of the best defenses in the league. Pretty sure this season. All right, starting running back Raheem Mostert. He had 19 yards. We're not going with that. Brees Hall may not play. A-Chain had 24 yards against the Jets. Nick Chubb, 48 against the Chiefs. Tony Pollard against the Bengals. He's questionable. Now, if he was not questionable, I would pick him because the Bengals defense is terrible. James Cook versus the Lions. Kamara scored no touchdowns for me against Washington. Chuba Hubbard against Dallas. Jalen Warren versus the Eagles. Man, this is tough. Jonathan Taylor versus the Broncos. Um, Montgomery versus the Bills. James Conner versus the Patriots. And Brian Robinson versus the Saints. I think I'm gonna go with James Conner versus the Patriots. They have a bad defense also. All right, so tight end David Njoku, he's questionable. We're gonna leave him off the list there. Conklin, Dallas Goedert is hurt. Mark Andrews versus the Giants. I think that's the way to go. Hunter Henry versus the Cardinals. Chigakonkwo. I think I would put Njoku in, but I think we're gonna go with Mark Andrews. I know he's had a terrible season, but it's against the Giants. All right, starting wide receivers. So we have Devontae Adams playing the Jaguars. I like the Jets versus the Jaguars. I really do. I know it's hard to bet against my team, and the fact of it is they've been terrible. You know, although I have to say that if you look at their stats, they've been in every single game. As a matter of fact, they have 3 more wins if they actually had a kicker. I mean, they have a kicker now, but and you take that. There was a Denver game and there was another game. I guess was it against the Bills or the Patriots? The Patriots, where they didn't take a dumb penalty at the end of the game. They would have won that too. So right now we could be looking at the Jets with 7 wins at least, but it's the Jets. So, but I like them against the Jaguars. So Devontae Adams might be something I want to look at. All right, so let's see what else we got. We got CD Lamb versus the Panthers. The problem with that is that we have Cooper Rush throwing the ball. Not that CD Lamb is still not producing, because he certainly is. Jalen Waddle against the Texans, sorry. Jamar Chase versus the Titans. Oh man, I want to pick that too. AJ Brown. I think I'm gonna go with Jamar Chase. Malik Neighbors versus the Ravens. Man, the Giants are gonna get smoked. Holy crap. Zay Flowers versus the Giants. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think I'm gonna go with Chase. I'm pretty sure that he's also leading the league in receiving right now. So I feel like the Bengals put up a lot of points. Burrow puts up a lot of points. Chase puts up a lot of points. Their defense is terrible, and they're in, if not last place, close to last place. All right, so they're giving us another chance. So we'll play Devontae Adams in that flex spot. All right, Dallas and the Panthers. I'm going to say Dallas score first. Will one of the teams record 350 yards passing? I'm going to say yes. I don't know who, but I'm going to say yes. Defensive players. Myles Garrett. He had a sack versus the Chiefs. Quinnen Williams versus the Panthers. Again, I like this. Matter of fact, Lawrence is out, so I don't know who their quarterback is. Chris Jones. Jeffrey Simmons versus the Bengals. We have his theme card, too. He's just not powered up enough. Will Anderson versus the Dolphins. Devon Hamilton versus the Jets. DeMarcus Lawrence, Bilal Nichols, Trey Hendrickson. Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns against the Ravens. I don't think so. There he is, Jeffrey Simmons. Eric Armstead. All right, I think we're going to go I think I'm just gonna go with oh, Quinn Williams. All right, linebacker. So we had Joey Bosa, Kenneth Murray Jr. This might be a guy we look at. Shaq Thompson's on IR. Josh Allen versus the Jets. Actually, there's a guy we might look at. Hassan Reddick, EJ Speed, Trayvon Walker. Kendricks is questionable. Jack Campbell versus the Bills. Logan Wilson's out. Roquan Smith versus the Giants. This one I like. I like Roquan versus the Giants. All right, defensive back. I really wish you would just be better than what you are. Javon Holland versus the Texans. McDuffie versus the Browns. Kendall Fuller versus the Texans. Jamel Dean. Buda Baker versus the Patriots. I think I like that. I think we're going to Buda Baker. All right, will any games go into overtime? I'm going to say no. Will there be any kicks returned for touchdowns? I'm going to say no. Starting kicker, Justin Tucker versus the Giants. Do I do this? Tyler Bass. Boswell versus the Eagles. And Fairbairn is playing the Dolphins. There's two tough games here. I'm gonna go with Boswell just because he's been the guy. He's been the top point getter for me at least. All right, so we got Johnny Hecker, Logan Cook versus the Jets. Brian Anger, Tressway, Tommy Townsend, Jack Fox, Jake Bailey. We don't want to put any rubies in there. Let's see. Where's the Saints? Who's Anger playing? The Panthers. Yeah, we'll go with him. I'm gonna pick block kicks every time now, and no safeties. All right, so there you go. There is Sunday during the day games. Now we got Sunday night. We have Green Bay and Seattle. On paper, that might seem like a decent game, but it's definitely nowhere near Detroit and Buffalo. So unfortunately, this is what we got going on for Sunday. So let's go right into it. Now, Seattle's pretty hot. Green Bay is pretty hot. Seattle's at home. I still think Green Bay is going to win. Will both teams score 47 points combined? So that half of 47 is 23 and a half. Can I see the game going 27? I'm going to say no on that. If I had to pick a score, I'd say it's going to be like 27-17 maybe, 27-20. 27-20 would actually do it. So you know what? Forget it. We're going to go with it. All right, quarterback. So we either have Geno Smith or we have Jordan Love. We are going to go with Christian. We're gonna go with Jordan Love. Running backs. So Josh Jacobs or Kenneth Walker is not playing, so that makes it easy. Josh Jacobs is it. Starting wide receiver, DK Metcalf, Christian Watson. If you need a pack for this game, there's a pack right in the middle. Which team will have the greater time of possession? You know what? I'm going to go with Green Bay. I don't even know. Oh, wait. Actually, you know what? Is Charbonnet playing? I'm still going to pick. Yeah, Charbonnet's probably starting. I'm still picking Josh Jacobs, but if I had a better than Ruby, I'd probably pick him. All right, so anyway, we got, let's see, who's going to score first? I'll say Seattle at home. Defensive line, Draymond Jones, Jaron Reed. We're going to go with, let's see, Jaron Reed. We'll go with Jaron Reed. Linebackers, Rashawn Gary. That's who we're going with. Pretty confident with that pick. All right, defensive backs. Jair is out. Xavier McKinney is probably the guy I'm going to go with. I think he leads the league in interceptions. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. If not, he is definitely up there. Will there be 3 or more turnovers? No. Will there be 5 or more sacks? 5 or more. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. All right, so there you go. So right now we are at milestone 4. So we got to jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 milestones. So that would give us. So we need like 12,000. I don't know if that's going to happen. 12,000 on Sunday. I mean, anything can happen, right? The Bengals can go off like they've have a couple of times this season, get us all the way to 11, 10 or 11. And then we got Monday night to try to get. We'd have to double our points. Wow. Actually, there's 2 games on Monday. So, and then you got the Kittle at 31,000, which is probably out of reach. So Monday night we have 2 games. We have the Bears and the Vikings. With the Raiders and the Falcons. The Raiders and Falcons probably not going to give us a lot of points, but Sam Darnold, Justin Jefferson have a chance to put some points on the board. Right now we're in 2,539, and we are right now at the Ruby Pack. We need to get into. I mean, I'd like to get into top. I really like to get in top 1,000 and get this at least Onyx pack. I'm literally right at the edge. Where is it? Look how close I am to getting into Onyx. As a matter of fact, I think once I finish these daily challenges here, I will probably be into Onyx. You know what? Let's try it. Let's see if I can get any cards that are new or a power up. So we get Cooper Kupp and Dexter Lawrence in the low end pack. So these are just going to be Amethyst. We got a Bobby Wagner and Kwity Paye. I was hopefully trying to get into. We need some diamond cards. There we go. Jack Campbell. We need high end. Sauce Gardner. He's actually maxed out now. And the big pack we still need 2 more field goals. So right now we are at the cusp here. We are at 1,444,561 out of 1,400 145,615. We literally need. Look how close we are. So I guess I'm trying to complete these challenges, these daily challenges, and I guess Red Zone Drive. It probably just picking a card off the board will get me there. All right, so let's play around the road to glory. So with these footballs, I try to pick them only if it says score any points. So you call a max of 3 plays and score any points. Scoring any points, which means it could be 4th down and 36, and you could still kick a field goal. I kicked an 80-yard field goal in this game. I'm not complaining, but sort of ridiculous. So the helmets I like because initially when this first came out, I didn't really understand it that much, but reading comments and watching other people play, I realized the best strategy for this game. So for those of you, we'll go over it just in case you're new. So right now it is asking for either if you look at the icon, the flex icon, or a Tampa Bay Bucks quarterback. So what I usually do is I used to try to look for Tampa Bay player first, but then I realized that, hey, you pick that icon and you get more points. Now here's the thing. Once I click 3 or 4, I'm into like amethyst and low end diamonds. I'm not picking those anymore. I'm just going to go with my best player. Right now in this lower levels, if you can get a guy over 5,000, you should be all right. So offensive line, I'm looking for a Raiders player or a flexi guy. Now I have both. So what I will do is I will pick the Raiders player to give me the 10%. Okay, in the second round, I'm looking for a Panthers or a Target. So I have a Target here in this receiver right here. So we're going to go with that. Then we're looking for a Giants QB, which is probably Daniel Jones or a target. And I see that Bryce Young here is a target, and he's pretty much at the top of the lineup here, so we're just going to go with him. And then we're going to use a Dallas offensive lineman or a target, and I'm pretty sure I have a Dallas. And then we're going to play the game, let it play out. I think you only need to finish one of the two challenges to complete it for this round. So I already have 100%, so we know we beat it. So we can just hurry this up. So we got a gain of 2 yards there. So it says right here, play 2 of 2, completed 1 of 1. So we only needed to complete 1. Obviously, when you get higher, you need to complete more plays. I think the highest is you only need to get 2 out of 3. So I did finish this event once. I went through the whole thing, which was cool. But I haven't since. I got other things going on, other games, other game modes that I need to play, and he drops the ball. But it doesn't matter because we completed it anyway. And even though it's only gold, see what the one thing, and I've mentioned this before, I really wish, for those of you who do not know, I play WWE Supercard. They have an event called Road to Glory as well, and basically it's pretty much the same setup, but the tiers, doesn't matter what your tier is, you breeze through the early levels just because they're just low end. There's really no way that you can tell me that my Onyx, Amethyst, high end Amethyst and Diamond cards are losing to Emeralds and Golds. It just no. I'm sorry, that can't be a thing. They really just need to fix that. You should be able to breeze through the early levels. Now you can make it harder at the end. That's fine, but I feel like if you're in, let's say you're in Onyx tier, you should be able to get to maybe the second to last or last leg of this entire event without an issue. Now, it's possible that you may lose a match here or there along the way. It happens. I get it, but unfortunately, there's no way that you should start losing in the rookie section. So that's something they really should fix. All right. So anyway, stop talking. Here we go. Right now, we need a running back who's either a Hart or on Denver. Now, the only Hart that I have is Christian McCaffrey, so we'll have to find him. Then we need a Texans tight end who is also, or a Hart. Can't think off the top of my head who the Texans tight end is, but I also feel like it's ridiculous at some of these things that they're asking, because if you look at all these tight ends, there's no Harts here. Oh, there's a Texans right there, and he's a Ruby, so I don't know about that. And the last one would be Travis Kelce. We already know there's no Harts for tight ends, so we're looking for Kelce, and he's also a Ruby. I should probably put some equipment on these guys. That's the other thing. Put equipment on your lower end guys because of this event. And Gamechangers as well. But right now, my Ruby Kelce has 3 open spots on him. I have a ton of unused. Oh, I didn't get that. I have a ton of unused Amethyst equipment that I don't need. Now, all right, here we go. So listen, look at this. I have a diamond and 2 rubies against their gold and 2 commons. There's silvers. There's no way I should lose this. All right, I have a 66% chance, and I did it. All right, good. Now, what makes it even funnier is if you look at the one before that, I had all diamonds and amethysts in, and I lost. So they really need to fix that. All right, so I won the encounter. It gives me 2 picks, knee pads, And it was a Jonah Williams. All right, so I'm just going to move on. We're going to end the video there. Actually, here's another tip. Towards the end, just pick these packs. It's just, I know it's a wasted bout or a wasted match, game, whatever you want to say, but you're giving your team a rest there. You don't have to play a challenge. It's literally a free spot. It's a free space. So I passed it already. I beat it already just by doing nothing, just by opening a pack. All right, let's finish this out. All right, let's really get into this. All right now. All right, so we have a pass. So we're looking for a wide receiver who's or a captain. So I'm looking for a Saints player or a captain. There is a Chris Olave there, but I have this Jalen Waddle here who's a captain, and he's a higher. He's already at 6,000. And then I'm looking for the Bryce Young again or a captain card. Here's the Bryce Young. So that definitely should be a win. But if not, we'll move on to the second play, which is a hands or dolphin. I have the Tyreek Hill right here. And I need a Jets offensive lineman, which I do not have, or a hand. Now, this might be an issue here. I don't have any Jets offensive linemen. Hands. Yeah, I don't want to look at little flex guys. Yeah, there's none. So what we're just going to do is we're just going to take the best player I have, which is this Vikings diamond player, and we're going to try it out. So we should win with this first one here. Now they have a gold and a silver. I have a diamond and is that an onyx or an amethyst? I can't even tell. I think it's amethyst. I have a 98% chance of winning. And there you go. So the event is done, even though I did not. The challenge is done, even if I don't do this one. So I'm sorry. Did I say Tyreek Hill? That's Raheem Mostert. So I have an onyx player and a diamond. They have two commons or silver players, whatever you want to call them. I have a 73% chance of winning. And yeah, I'm going to get there. Okay, so we gain 3 yards. We get the win. We win the whole encounter. We win rookie 3. We get the 22 points. I'm pretty sure there's also a bonus point doubler. All right, so we pick up a Jack Fox, Amethyst, and a Najee Harris Ruby. Oh, we have 2 more picks here. Treylon Burks and Joe Mixon. All right, so we finish rookie 3. We get the pack, which is only a gold. We'll just claim all. We get nothing new. And so I'm going to move on to pro. I'm not going to play it, but I just want to, we'll go through it real quick. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 encounters. So when you want to pick which way you want to go, unless you're super confident in your team, you're high tier, but if you're low in tier, you want to check these footballs out. So right here at the top, call 3 pass plays and score any points. And on the bottom here is call a max of 3 run plays. So you can't pick more than 3. And this was at least 3 pass plays. So you have to pick 3 pass plays. So obviously you would pick short passes, and then if you get the 4th down, just kick a field goal, easy win. On the bottom here, call a max of 3 run plays. So basically, you would pass all the way to get up to the end zone. If you get the 4th down, just kick a field goal. You don't even have to pick any run plays, and that's my mic died. I don't know where I was when it died, but what I was saying was you have to pick whichever one is easy for you. Okay, you have to score any points either way. So Just follow the directions. On the bottom here, you don't have to pick a run play at all. On the top, you have to pick at least 3 pass plays. So you pick short passes and then kick a field goal if you don't score a touchdown. Now, in future, there are ones where you have to score a touchdown, so you have to be very careful on what you pick, or at least confident in your team. Okay, so that's enough. I'm sure most of you that watch my videos have already know how to play Road to Glory, but those of you who don't know the strategies, there you go. All right, so I don't know where my mic died, so hopefully you don't have like 15 minutes of silence. Hopefully we got through our game changers. But anyway, so until next time, which we have Monday Night Football coming up, 2 games, I am going to call it a video. So please subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next video. And it's Santa Claus Day, and so we got the Santa Claus riding the fire engines in my on my street. So that's a good time for me to say goodbye. I'll see you Monday night.